final third.
I think Pepe's so coachable.
Why? You should be in,
just need to shake him.
You should be in prison. We bailed you out. We bailed you out to come and play this season. You're out here disgracing us. You should be in prison. You facing charges.
Hi guys, welcome to another episode of the final third, game week 17. I'm your host today, it's your boy Lavish. And we've got Banks here as well as usual. Julie's MIA, but don't worry about that.
Shut the wall. Don't worry about that, man.
Boy, but yeah, it just feels good now. What can I say? For those asking, 3 wins on the bounce, you know, it's not easy, man.
Who asked? Nobody asked, bro.
No one asked.
You just jumped into it straight away. You just jumped into it.
Sorry. Let's start off with the big game of the weekend. Chelsea host City, and we just saw them. The scoreline doesn't reflect the mauling, the beat down that City.
City stopped after half time. If they wanted to, it could have been 6.
Told them stop.
Could have been 6.
You don't want to send Lampard to the unemployment during the COVID. Let's just leave him.
Like in this COVID economy, we're causing people's jobs here.
Leave him.
So he said, let's call it.
Because why?
Because you know, if it touched 5 or 6, Abramovich is walking to Stamford Bridge himself.
I'm crying because someone tweeted that Abramovich is going to lock these lot in the bridge because why was it so easy? Why was it so easy for City?
Why was it so easy? Where do you start, fam? First of all, let's look at the lineup. Ziyech, who's been out for what? I feel like it's been 6 weeks to 2 months. We haven't seen him in time. You throw him into this game off the back of very little training, very little match practice. You throw him in there instead of Hudson-Odoi, who's been playing well the last 2 matches. What sense does that make? You then decide to put Werner, who hasn't been performing on the wing, and you took him off of the striking duties from the beginning of the season because he just wasn't slapping. You decided to play him up front for some reason when you've got Tammy Abraham and Giroud, who's both in way more goal-scoring form. Where's the brain power behind these decisions? Like, just look at you always want your managers to give you the best before the players have even kicked a ball. You want your managers to give you the best chance of winning. Why are you not putting your most informed players in to face City? He did it against Manchester City. Now he plays Werner up front, completely ineffective. I've seen ineffective games before, but that one,
that takes the bacon.
Like you say Werner play on the last man, make some you want him to at least make some runs, make it hard for the centre backs. Werner's so easy to mark right now. I don't know whether it's the confidence, he just doesn't know where to move. He's not being coached on what runs to make, how to do them, but he's just so easy to defend against. And then you look at the wide options, like I'm just looking through the team right now, you look at the wide options, Pulisic, anonymous as well. That was your best player a couple of months ago. Recently, bang out of form. Just like he's
right. What about let's go to
on the other side, Ziyech, as you said.
I was going to say, let's go to the defence in terms of Chelsea, because after a while, they was telling us this is the best defence in the league. Mendy come in, Thiago slotting in. They've really assured they've got sturdy at the back.
Thiago Silva had to go to the other side after Sterling kept running past him, you know. Yeah, he did. In the first half, he had to switch sides with Zuma. Sterling kept that 1-2 that Sterling kept on doing and getting in behind. He had to run space because Thiago Silva couldn't do nothing about it. He had to switch with Zuma for a little bit. It was a bit nasty, I can't lie. Cesar Azpilicueta, we've spoken about this guy for a while.
We're not wasting time. Let's not waste time.
Foden ain't even a speed side. He's running past you. It's tight for you, my son. It's tight for you. But yeah, apart from a 5-10 minute spell at the beginning, City didn't start well. You have to remember that. City didn't see Rodri. I thought he was playing against him.
He's playing every time. Don't pass to Rodri. He's playing against us.
Literally. You wonder why Benzema said that. Sometimes it's just the facts.
Rodri was playing against us.
He's going to give it back to them. But yeah, 10 minutes in, Chelsea by default were the better side because they couldn't. City couldn't keep the ball. But then 6 minutes, it's 2-0. City completely turn it on. Chelsea out of that game, and boy, Sterling could have added because he's done it. I feel like I'm making it personal with Kante myself because I love the geezer. He's a good guy, but
I feel
The way
like
he
you
was getting
are. I feel
run
like a
past
lot of
today,
you are,
like
and it's
it
just funny how
wasn't pretty.
you just all start to ridicule someone just because they have a couple bad
Nah,
games.
no. You know we don't want to like Kante's everyone's favorite.
No,
Like,
but it's not everyone's favorite. It's all fun
I
in
mean,
games
they tried
because
to compare him to Pogba for a little bit,
you've
but
never
like
laughed at Pogba, and
he's
Pogba's been
everyone's favorite.
horrid
No,
some games. You've never laughed at him. Be fair.
I've
So it's not,
I've never
we don't call
I
him your
don't laugh at
favorite.
Kante either, but it's
You were
hard to watch
laughing.
it right now.
You joined in.
I've never I was laughing when he was playing bad. I told you he was playing bad, and you didn't want to believe it.
No, I didn't. I
You
did
didn't
not
want to
believe it.
believe
I
it.
just
Like
said you lot just allowed
when
it
he,
because
when
the
I
whole team's playing bad.
you stuck your head in the sand, bro. You stuck your head in the sand. You said, "Oh, they're doing my cousin dirty. It's not his fault." Like you stuck your head in the sand, bro. Now everyone's running past him. You've got guys like Zinchenko. You've got guys like Rodri running past him. You've got man trying to bring him down.
When
Like,
he goes,
come on,
when
man.
he goes PSG, when he leaves, no one get on the bandwagon. No one get on the bandwagon.
I mean, as I say, we all want a remontada from Kante, but what we're seeing right now is looking dusted for him. I can't lie. Nobody used to run past Kante like this. Nobody used to do it. Don't lie. Nobody
Sterling's
used
a
to run
fast.
past. It would
Sterling's
be
fast though. He's
disrespectful if
not
you tried to run past
even a
Kante.
Leicester Kante's not catching
Huh?
Sterling though.
Leicester Kante ain't catching Sterling. Leicester Kante ain't catching. You didn't even believe that when you said it. You didn't even believe it when you said it. I understand, man. I understand, Shem. I understand. But yeah, serious questions on Lampard right now, man. You can't get a cheat. This is literally as much as we big up the City performance because it was one of their better performances for a team that haven't been performing well. Lampard didn't lay a glove on this team. You got Zach Steffen in goal. This is his Premier League debut.
And you didn't
This is
you
his
didn't
Premier
power
League
shot. You
debut. You couldn't get
didn't hit him
barely
with
get
shots.
barely got a shot on target. Barely got a shot on target. It's just where do you really go from here? Apparently he's under pressure from the board, and I wouldn't be surprised because Abramovich isn't going to sit around. Abramovich isn't like these owners that are just going to listen to the managing director. Yeah, everything's fine. You don't go work. Like he's going to look at this and you can see this ain't what I paid for. I didn't pay for Werner to be playing like this. I didn't pay for Havertz to be coming off the bench in the 80th minute when we're 3-0 down. I didn't pay for this. And Abramovich is going to make it right eventually. Lampard
It doesn't matter what
together.
stock you built up as a player with Abramovich. You're off still. He doesn't care. It's about winning.
I was looking at some of his managers because apparently now statistically, Lampard is the worst manager under Abramovich. Is like statistically
Philip Scolari barely.
I'm seeing some of the managers played. Some of the managers played only like managed only like 25, 30, 35, 40, like.
AVB. I remember Andrew Villas-Boas and Philip
So for him to
Scolari.
reach 50 games,
I remember those two specifically.
quick when he pulled the trigger like that.
Quickly he got rid of them. It wasn't shaking.
He's not afraid to pull this trigger. So the fact that he's given Lampard like 50 something games now, he ain't gonna be afraid to pull the trigger. I promise you that.
Yeah, he feels like he's been patient enough. Definitely feels like he's been patient enough.
This is he's reached a half century of games. That's a big patience from Roman.
Fair enough. And he's a winner as well. From a winning manager. Well, let's go on to you lot's game. Now you lot are considered title challengers, joint top with Liverpool, 33 points. Same amount of games played as well. That Villa performance, where you with the questionable penalty and everything, and another not late winner, but another tight squeeze because it feels like a late winner with Baye's block at the end. You had Wolves as well, where you had Rashford's late winner. What do you think? Like, what do we take from this Man United? Because some Man United people on Twitter were very happy and were hyping we're buying into the title hype. And I don't know, they were probably just trolling, but we have to take it at face value what they say nowadays.
No, it's heavy trolling right now. But in terms of the Aston Villa game, first 45 was good. I felt like we created the chances to go in front and we deserved to have our lead in the first half. But again, the second half, I was looking at the first half and I was thinking, if we don't get control of this ball, huh?
I said, Man United seems like they play only one half this season. Like they haven't got the strength to play more than 45 minutes.
Because that second half, when McGinn, Douglas, Luiz, Grealish started to get on the ball, you're looking for your centre midfielders to take it off of them and keep it. Because if they don't, this Villa side are going to create chances. And I was just looking for our midfield, keep this ball, relieve the pressure off our centre back, stop letting them attack us so much. because eventually it's going to result in a goal. It's inevitable. But when you've got a midfield of Fred and McTominay, it's just not going to happen. They're not going to keep the ball. And it eventually you saw it happen. It led to Bertrand Traore's goal. Luckily, we went up the other side of the pitch, got that penalty, which eventually won the game. But
was it a penalty?
I don't see. Was it a penalty? He clipped him.
You think that was a
You
penalty?
didn't see it. Run the tape back. He clipped him.
I watched the tape. I watched the tape.
No, you watch it again.
No,
watch it again.
You think that's a penalty?
Did you see the zoom? Did you see the zoom? Did you see the zoom? You didn't see the zoom.
You think that's a penalty? You think that's a penalty?
That's why you didn't notice the penalty.
No, I've seen the zoom. I've seen the zoom in. You think that's a penalty?
Penalty.
Cool.
The penalty.
Cool.
The penalty.
It's cool. That's all right.
You
Cool.
see the clip.
I've seen the clip. I've seen the tape. I've seen the tape.
You see the tape.
I've seen the tape.
Alright. But yeah. It's just not sustainable. Like
you guys. For me,
it's not sustainable in terms.
Go on. Sorry.
It's not sustainable in terms of we can't keep letting teams come onto us and inviting that sort of pressure, and then needing our attackers to go on and score 2 and 3 because we can't stop them from can't stop the opposition from creating chances. When you've got pressure periods, you need your midfielders to take the ball, ease the pressure, and then the counter-attacking opportunities will open up for us. But we don't have that right now. Unless we manage to find a midfielder like that.
Do you agree with me now when I say how good Bailly is?
What do you mean, do I agree with you? Do you agree with me? That's the question.
Nah.
This is something I've been shouting since 2017.
I put Bailly in the top. I
son.
put Bailly in the top 10
and you're
defenders
talking about
in the
do
league.
I agree with you?
I put Bailly in the top 10 defenders in the league.
Top 10? Now that Van Dijk's injured, who's better than him? Who's talking to him?
I put him at top 10.
Now that Van Dijk's out the way.
I put Bailly in top 10. I got ridiculed.
I ain't talking about top 10. Ain't no one clearing my guy Bailly, fam. Ain't no one. As long as he's fit, ain't no one clearing him. Ain't no one. Who you talking about? Who's better than him? As long as he's still got his
who's playing the best right now?
That's the best defender in the league you're looking at. Huh?
Which centre back's playing better than him right now? Is that what you're asking me?
In general. Who's better? What centre back is better than him?
Who's playing better than him? Fofana.
Playing better than him. Answer the question. Who?
I said Fofana.
Fofana? Who? He's a puppy. He just got he's still.
Yeah, no, Fofana's a puppy. It doesn't matter if Fofana's a puppy, bro.
He's a puppy.
If he's playing the best, he's the best. If he's playing the best on form right now, he's one of the best on form right now. But my point still stands. When I put Bailly top 10, certain man was laughing and turning their nose up. But we're not going to make this and I told you so. That's what we're not going to do. Enjoy this while it lasts.
No, it's not about that.
What's happened to Chelsea is going to happen to you guys. Just saying.
All I'm saying is, as long as Bailly keeps his knees, we're praying over his knees. We're putting Abaniki on his knees. We're putting him at ice baths. We're doing what we need to do to keep him healthy. As long as we keep him healthy, he'll be one of the best centre backs in the league. Ain't no problem. But this will happen. No, I feel like we've got better attackers than for us to go cold in terms of attacking fluidity. That the same way Chelsea have. I don't see us. Our big problem is defensively in comparison to Chelsea.
So defensively, you feel you're more resolute than Chelsea as well?
No. I think our problem is defensive. That our problem is like our midfield doesn't help. Our midfield right now doesn't help us stop. Doesn't help us in terms of conceding goals. We need to shut up shop in the back so that we don't always have to score 3, 4, or 5
to win
in
games,
order to win a match.
So it's looking nice up the top still. It's looking not really pulling away. I was gonna say everyone's pulling away, but from like 10th.
Nah, it's pretty. Leicester won again today. So
yeah, Leicester won again today. Then you got
2 points away or 1 point away.
Even though Villa lost 2, they're still in the mix with a game in hand as well. So I'm happy for Grealish and them boys there,
yep.
But they just need Watkins to keep to fire, man, because he's so wasteful. Him and Bamford are so wasteful. Yeah. They're so wasteful. They dropped down from the best strikers in this league.
They need Barkley to come back as well, man.
Yeah, the drop down from the best strikers to the next tier is just is a lot. So they're proper wasteful. Let's talk. everyone keeps asking.
Yeah,
We
they
don't.
brought on
We don't
Keenan
talk,
Davis to save the game.
oh, no, he could have saved it, but he bottled it. They keep talking about. We don't talk about Arsenal, so go on then. We might as well.
You don't
So
talk
yeah,
about who else do you talk about if we don't talk about Arsenal?
what do you mean?
You saying these things, Shem? I feel like they don't. I feel like nobody's saying. I feel like it's you saying these things.
Yeah. So anyway, battered West Brom as we're supposed to away in the snow. Kieran Tierney
In the snow.
masterclass. The streets are saying you said recently that Tierney's overrated. And like we got
I
fleeced.
said Arsenal fans overrate him.
Yeah,
I said
Arsenal
Arsenal
fans
fans
overrate him
overrate
more
him.
or less. We said like they pulled the curtain over like
Yeah.
we overrate him. Like he's not
Yeah.
supposed to think he is.
Oh, you wanted me to take it back. Oh, that's cute. That is cute. That is
Anyway,
cute.
so we had a Kieran Tierney masterclass
Fact is,
in the snow. In the snow. Then we had Bukayo Saka doing what he does, God's child.
You gotta understand. Tierney gets powers in the snow though. Tierney gets powers in the snow. He doesn't put that performance in the sunshine. He doesn't do that.
Yeah, he don't do that in the sunshine. Legit.
He doesn't do that.
But I'm just.
You don't need none in the sunshine.
It's good to see your team scoring more than 2 goals.
That's what you couldn't play in you couldn't play in Qatar in the World Cup.
Qatar's in December. Oh yeah, it's still gonna be hot. And leave Tierney alone. Scotland don't really have.
It's still gonna be hot.
That's not what we Just quickly, let's touch on Arsenal before we round up. Yeah, this turn of form. What can we take from it? Are we going to put it down to Arteta? Because some people are saying, "Oh, see, I told you not to be patient with Arteta. He's going to get it right." And we need to really iron it out that it's not him getting it right. This situation has been forced upon him. In that the solution's been forced upon him, and he literally the problems were self-inflicted. We've got the Saliba situation, who looks like he's going to leave the club, and he's like an asset, and which we wanted to appreciate whilst at Arsenal, but looks like he could leave. We've got several situations. We've got other people. Well, Kolasinac is left now, but we've got other people who are still at the club but are not here. But just talking on the form, yeah. Why have we managed to turn it around, and who is it down to, you think?
You have to look. It's hard to look past the new lookish attack where he's added Martinelli, the likes of Smith Rowe to the attack. Just a bit of unpredictability. Like before, when he was losing the games, he was very, very predictable in terms of you knew it was going to be Willian on one side, Aubameyang on the other, Lacazette down the middle. There'll be some variation of that. But now you've added Smith Rowe and Bukayo Saka, who them two are a bit better in close contact in terms of the combination play they could go. You look at Saka's goal for that one in terms of the little 1-2s around the corners, ended up with being a simple finish for Saka. But just in terms of the unpredictability, I feel like that's helped your attack a lot. Not trying to put everything in its place, sort of like, oh, you need to do this in order to score the goal. With Martinelli and Saka and Smith Rowe in that attack, it's a bit more unpredictable. As I say, I don't feel like they've been spectacular, especially in the Brighton game. West Brom and Chelsea were 2 games where he was a lot better. But overall, I don't feel like it's been spectacular, but it's been different from the staleness that you've usually had. So, as you said, it kind of been forced upon Arteta, but it's worked. It's been forced upon him, but it worked. That little bit of unpredictability that you need to unlock attacks, unlock defenses.
We've got Palace, Newcastle, Southampton in the Prem next, and then we got you lot. Do you think we can get 9 points from them 3 games? Arsenal, like beat Palace, beat Newcastle, both games at Emirates, and then go to St Mary's and beat Southampton. Because that'll be 6 wins in a row.
That's not beyond the realms of. That's not beyond the realms of imagination, I would say.
So you heard it here first, people.
3 wins in
Bank says Arsenal with a title push as well. So yeah, anyway, let's just round this up. let's round this up because Partey will be back again for his usual Old Trafford, his usual Manchester United masterclass in it. So just looking at great times at the carpet. Okay. Yeah, Partey will be back for against Man United. Since you won at the Emirates. Pardon?
I said it's been a while since we won at the Emirates. You know, always pam us.
Yeah, now Partey is going to be back, like I said. So, You hear me? Do you hear me?
No, continue.
I said, no, Partey's going to be back. I said, Partey's going to be back, so we're ready for this. And we're going to have some January signings by then, so we'll see you guys soon. That's probably like 1st of Feb. Oh, the last day of January. But yeah, high spirits at Arsenal, high spirits at United.
Arteta doing the title push.
High spirits at Arsenal, high spirits at United. We love it. This is what we want to see. It's just nice when everybody wins. Yeah, it's nice when everyone wins. But guys, make sure you follow the final third.
Hey. That's just me.
Joining in our bullshit, what we be doing on the Twitters and them things there. Join in on the YouTube, comment, subscribe, all of that good stuff. Happy New Year.
All of that brilliant stuff.
Happy New Year, everyone.
Happy New Year to the people, then.
See you next week and join us Saturday, 12 noon, Niger FM.
You are now listening to The Final Third.
I think Pepe's so coachable.
Well, you should be in
just need to shake him.
You should be in prison. We bailed you out. We bailed you out to come and play this season. You're out here disgracing us. You should be in prison. You facing charges.